Newey, the best aerodynamicists currently, around 800 staff, as well as a healthy budget. There is frankly no reason why Red Bull won't continue their form, and of course they also have the luckiest driver on board, Sebastian Vettel, who dominated 2011, and of course Mark Webber. In 2011 they won 12 races out of 19. That is an ominous sign for the rivals. In 2012, with the RB8, it could be 20 out of 20. The RB8 will incorporate many of the features that made the RB7 so effective, except it won't have a blown diffuser. Because they are banned for 2012, no doubt we won't notice the difference. Adrian Newey never misses a trick, and you can bet he'll have something more subtle up his sleeve. McLaren spent the whole of last year playing catch-up to Red Bull, thanks to an exhaust system at the start which didn't work. This meant it was always frankly going to be difficult to beat Red Bull, whereas the championship was concerned. At best, they were the equal of Red Bull in certain races, and on occasion they won races. Lewis Hamilton made a lot of errors, so it was down to Jenson Button to get the best out of the McLaren in the second half of the season. He was driving better than ever last year. However, although Hamilton only finished 5th, he did score the only non-Red Bull pole of the season, and when it came to victories, they both scored 3. Although McLaren scored half the tally of Red Bull to secure second place for the second year run. In 2012 they must be on top of the new MP427 from the start and take no silly risks. There are no excuses because McLaren are the most technically advanced team in F1, as well as one of the best funded, and the Mercedes engine is the best. Ferrari enters the 2012 season with some catching up to do, frankly, after a mediocre 2011 in which they won just once. Fernando Alonso made them look better than they were in actuality in quite a few races, and there's little doubt he was driving just as well as the likes of Vettel and Button. However, while Alonso scored 10 podiums, including the win at Silverstone, obviously Massa performed poorly by comparison, often destroying his tyres too early in races. He often lost a lot of ground in the closing stages of any Grand Prix for whatever reason, and never 5th in a race. Ferrari will hope their new car, the F2012, or whatever they're calling it this year, is a big improvement, and if it is, Alonso will deliver the goods, but whether they have a good enough aero package to challenge Red Bull is another matter. With their new technical team and a boost budget, there are no excuses for them underperforming in 2012. Yet still there's this niggling feeling that even if they get the car spot on, they'll struggle to nail the Constructors' Cup. Mercedes entered the F1 2012 season with a new technical lineup. They've had 2 disappointing mediocre seasons, so they'll be hoping to turn that form around this year. On paper they have the right ingredients to succeed. Ross Brawn has a rival to Adrian Newey, and Ross Brawn played a role in a lot of world titles Michael has won in the past. And he also designed the 2009 title-winning Brawn. I wonder if Ross is getting the full technical freedom he needs at the works Mercedes outfit. Let's hope so, because 2012 will be Mercedes' year of judgment. This is the year they said they would win the title. They've since been more realistic and lowered their expectations to the level of regular podiums, and anything less, frankly, for a team with the manufacturer might of Mercedes, will be a failure. Lotus F1 begin the 2012 season, looking to avoid the compromising developments they had in 2011. 2012 should be better than 2011, as they compromised their entire season, focused on an extreme variant of the blown diffuser. This was a big mistake, as it compromised the whole car. To better their efforts in 2011, frankly, it shouldn't be too difficult, as there won't be any blown diffuser nonsense. 2007 world champion Kimi Räikkönen on board, who was 35 fastest laps to his name. Should help. Grosjean, I'm less sure about. ForceIndia enters the 2012 season on a high. After a best ever 6th place finish in the 2011 standings, there is still room for improvements with the VJM05, however. 5th or even 4th could be a target, provided they are performing well from the start. They could well take advantage of a lack of progression from either Mercedes and Lotus. Indeed, they are often more competitive than Lotus, Renault, and just as quick as in race time as Mercedes in the second half of 2011. So it was a harsh decision to get rid of Vettel, their highest scoring driver. But they have Resta and Hülkenberg, who scored a pole for Williams in 2010.